Good evening and welcome back to the Richland Football Network, here for Week 5's action. Let's get right to it. Your 4-0 Rams take on the 0-4 Somerset Eagles for tonight's matchup. Let's take a look at some of the final scores for last week's conference matchups. Chestnut Ridge beats Central Cambria 50-28. Penn Cambria defeats Bishop Guilfoyle in a close one, 39-34. Greater Johnstown falls to Bishop McCourt 29-7, and Central Martinsburg tops Forest Hills 39-16. Let's take a look at tonight's opponent. In the first 3 weeks, Somerset struggled to find their rhythm, scoring only 7 points each matchup. Last Friday, the Eagles were blown out by Bedford 61-8, making that their highest scoring game so far. In their last 4 matchups, Somerset has been outscored 196-29 points. Tonight, they're looking to get their first win of the season and bring Richland's undefeated season to a halt. Next Friday, the Rams will go on the road to face the Greater Johnstown Trojans for a 7 p.m. kickoff. Now here's a look at last week's win over Westmont Hilltop.
Sam Penna threw for 61 yards on 12 attempts and picked up 23 yards on his feet and a rushing touchdown. Ryan McGowan had 2 catches for 18 yards. Ethan Box and Austin Yarnick each had a catch for 8 and 18 yards, and Evan McCracken had 4 for 15 yards. McCracken also had 23 carries for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jordan Nichols also had 2 carries for 24 yards. Noah Ritko went 3 for 3, kicking extra points, bringing him to 14 of 15 on the season. On the defensive side of the ball, Jordan Nichols had 11 tackles and 2 tackles for loss. Sam Penna had 7 total and 2 for loss, and Joe Penna had 8 tackles, 1 for loss. Luke Feitel also had 11 tackles and 1 forced fumble on the night. Heavily lacking in time of possession, the Rams had to make the most of each time they had the ball and only punted twice.
All right, hey, fans, if you can believe it, it is week 5 of the regular season. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. I am Ed DiMartino. Alongside of me, as always, we have the coach, Fred Yannity, and on the field, we have PJ McGowan. Beautiful night football here, my gosh, you can't even talk, Freddie, at the Eagles Nest in Somerset, where the 4-0 Richland Rams will take on the 0-4 Somerset Golden Eagles. Kind of the tale of two different teams here, Coach. We have the Rams coming in at 4-0. A couple, 3 tough contests, but playing very, very well. And the Somerset Golden Eagles, a very, very young team at 0-4, and kind of a tough matchup for them as they got to face Richland tonight.
Yeah, they've had a tough for a new team, a young team with a new coach, Jeff Urban. It is his first year at Somerset. He did play at Somerset back in the 80s. I can remember when he played here. He was a very good player. He's trying right now, what his goal is right now is to bring pride back into the program. I can remember the Somerset teams of old when Dave Mays was the coach and I was the coach at Richland. They were pretty good battles. And this is what Coach Jeff Urban, is trying to bring back to Somerset. You got to think also, Ed, they've lost to some really good teams. I mean, they lost to Chestnut Ridge. They lost to Bedford. They lost to Bishop Guilfoyle. I mean, that's tough. When you're trying to build a program, build some pride, you'd like to start out maybe your schedule a little bit easier than that. In fact, I'm sure he's talking to the athletic director. I know I would be. I said, what's going on here, buddy? I'm a brand new coach. I got to open up against Ridge, Bedford, and BG. Come on, give me a break. But, I'm sure he's going to turn this program around, and it won't be long until Somerset will be the force that we remember from the past. Every team has their ups and downs. Somerset's in a little bit of a downer right now, but this is homecoming night. And, the one thing you don't want to do, Ed, is take any team lightly. I mean, that can happen, anytime, anywhere. It can be a big upset. So you don't want to take the game lightly.
Yeah, I think you and I, PJ, talked on the way down here and at dinner. This is a good opportunity for Richland, I think, to open up the vertical passing game. That's something we have not seen really out of the Rams very much this season. Graydon Lewis went down in the central game, and really, we haven't really gone vertical. And I think this is the night where I think you'll see Coach Brandon Bailey maybe open up that pass game a little bit. They obviously want to get off to a really good start, though, Coach, and maybe get way up in the score. I mean, let's face it, they're going to want to get their players some rest. We're coming up really 3 tough weeks, playing Forest Hills, playing Central, and then playing Westmont. Maybe a chance to rest some bodies. The coach is going to want to get ahead and do that. But I think a good opportunity for Coach to open it up and go a little bit vertical with Sam Penna.
We do. We certainly do miss Graydon Lewis. There's no question. But we've got guys there that can step up. And Ryan McGowan, Yarnick, the young sophomore who had, I guess, a big game. I missed the Central game, but I understand he had a big game against Central Martinsburg. And Jordan Nichols, he's got to get involved a little bit in the action here offensively as well. We talked about that on the way down. And he needs to get more involved in our opinion. And we're certainly not, being critical of the coach, but he needs to be a little bit bigger part of our offense.
Yeah, Jordan Nichols has got a great motor. Let's face it, he's a great athlete. And why not put him in that offense with missing Graydon Lewis? You don't want to put all of the load on Evan McCracken. And so having somebody like a Jordan Nichols who can take a little bit of that load will certainly help.
I really like watching Evan play, and I know all the Richland fans enjoy it as well. Graydon Lewis was a kind of a runner who was a slasher. He could pick up 6, 7, 8 yards. He never gave up. He picked up big yardage. He was a great running back. Evan's a little bit different type of a running back. We all know about his speed, finishing 4th at the state finals in Shippensburg in the PIAA finals. So we know about how fast he is, but he's very elusive. Different kind of a runner than Graydon. So, we had that 1-2 punch. Now, I think this is a role that, someone else like Nichols could step up and take, become a good blocking back, become a hard slashing runner, and give Evan a little bit of a break. Evan's also, been one of our leading receivers this year as well.
Yeah, likes to catch little swing passes out of the backfield. Let's face it, though, you want to get the ball into the hands of your playmakers, and Evan McCracken is just that. But now when you lose somebody like Graydon Lewis, you certainly cannot afford to have somebody like Evan McCracken go down with an injury.
I think that his speed, people didn't realize how fast he was. He was a sophomore last year. He played a lot. He was just a normal player. Now all of a sudden he's the guy.
Yeah, and last year he went down at the end of last year.
He did, as a matter of fact. He did miss the last 3 or 4 games, 2 or 3 games, whatever. But, he's the guy now, and his speed is phenomenal, and people are starting to respect that speed, that's for sure. The leader of this whole show, we should mention also is Sam Pena, who's the senior quarterback, and he's been very versatile all year. He's not real big. We knew that coming in. But he runs the ball well. He passes the ball well. He does a good rollout passer. But I think you're right, Ed. It's time for him to open up the vertical game a little bit tonight.
Yeah, you got to feel a little more comfortable and get comfortable and get comfortable with your wide receivers. And the next 2 weeks, we have Somerset tonight. We have Johnstown on the road next week. These are two good games. First of all, to maybe get big leads and rest some bodies, but also to go ahead and practice those things that really haven't happened so far this season, but get more comfortable where you can run the ball, it opens up the pass, and vice versa.
Yeah, it's a nice break that we get here after a tough beginning. And, most of our games have been on the road, and so we're going to have a nice home stretch coming up here as well. So I think the only game we have left of meaning that is really important well, they're all important, but I think we have to go to Chestnut Ridge. But Bedford is coming.
Bedford for homecoming, yes.
They're coming to Richland, and I forgot the other team now. Bedford and
Chestnut Ridge on the road, and Penn Cambria, right? Penn Cambria will come to Richland.
Yeah, coming to Richland. So, we've been on the road. We've been road warriors here for the first half of the year, but that'll be nice for us for the second half of the year. Except if we don't have road trips, that means we don't eat well either, because we usually find a nice place to stop to eat as well.
Yeah, we stopped at Tailgates tonight on the way down here in Somerset. Very nice place, and a couple Richland fans there, the whole Yarnick clan.
They give the tailgate a little bit of free advertising.
Oh, absolutely. It was a great place.
I've never
very nice to us, so yeah.
Never been there, but it certainly was good, and I had a great steak, whatever it was called. It was very, very good. Ready for the kickoff.
Here we go. So it's number 12, Logan Baker, is going to be on to kick it away for the Golden Eagles. Kick is away. It's a short kick. Luke Feitel will pick it up right around the 30-yard line. Has the 35. Has the 40. Makes a little cut and will push his way over the 45-yard line. Luke Feitel gets to about the 48-yard line. So good hard running by Luke Feitel.
He's been a pleasant surprise this year, I believe. He's a junior, I believe, this year.
Yeah.
He certainly stepped up and done a great job on defense. And, given a chance on offense, he's a good up back. He's a good back to lead blocking and picking up some tough yardage.
All right, so Richland all dressed in the white jerseys with the blue pants. Look very sharp. Somerset in the all black, orange helmets and orange numbers.
This is homecoming. Did we mention?
This is Somerset's homecoming. That is correct. Just underway here from Somerset. Penna into the gun. Penna back to throw. Has a man. Has Ryan McGowan. Ryan McGowan shakes and bakes over the 45-yard line. Close to the 40 in Somerset territory, so that's what we said. You come out throwing. He finds Ryan McGowan right off the bat. And PJ, great to have Ryan back in the lineup.
You're not kidding. That was a long trek for our family and for Ryan. So happy he's back. Stay safe and guide. Picking up some.
Yeah, we have a little static with you. We'll try to figure that out. Try to get that corrected as we go. So Sam Penna, first down and 10. We'll hand us off to McCracken. McCracken over right tackle. McCracken, 30-yard line, makes a cut, has the 25, and dragged down short of the 20-yard line to about the 21. So Richland 2 plays and already well into Somerset territory.
There's that burst of speed. Once he sees a little bit of a crack in the line of scrimmage and he breaks through there, if he gets to the secondary, the other team is normally in trouble. It's going to be tough to catch up to him.
All right, McCracken again on handoff, makes a cut again. McCracken over the 10-yard line, makes another cut, spun around at about the 5 and brought down. It'll bring up first and goal for Richland. They're going to spot the ball at about the 4, it looks like.
Evan McCracken for the year has averaged 108 yards a game. So he's been pretty prolific, and they're getting the snap
and McCracken now will just walk into the end zone. Richland is on the board with the first touchdown of the game.
3 plays, and how much time off the clock?
That was only
40 seconds.
There you go, 43 seconds. CPJ's got it all. He could do math in his head just like that. I would have got the calculator out.
That's why he's the man.
2 weeks ahead.
I'm trying to. We got to get PJ a little bit better here. Had him great during before the game started.
Some interference down.
Yeah, catching a lot of interference. All right, so Noah Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up. And the kick is good, so Ritko puts it through. 11-17 remaining in the first quarter. Richland goes 3 plays. The drive started at about the 42-yard line or so of Richland and into the end zone quickly. Evan McCracken doing much of the load.
Three carries, I believe, is what he had, and he got it in the end zone. We're still looking for that statistician, Ed.
I know. So if anybody wants to be our statistician, you are more than welcome. No application necessary, and we will even give you our paychecks.
You have to bring your own paper and pencil, though. Remember that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we don't have paper and pencil.
No, I don't let go of my pen. My pen stays with me all the time. Freddie keeps on to his pen.
So we had 1 pass and 3 runs, and we're in the end zone. Sammy Penna passing this year has thrown for 626 yards and 5 touchdowns. So it's been a balanced attack for the Rams this year. Noah Ritko is becoming quite the kicker as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been very, very solid this year. Missed his first extra point of the year. Trying to catch. I think PJ was trying to cut in there.
Just checking. It's better down here.
Oh, much, much better.
So I'm picking up something. Maybe I'll just talk from this angle all night, all right?
Yeah, you sound great there.
All right, sounds good, guys.
Perfect. All right, so Ritko on to kick it away for the Rams. Richland leads here 7-0 on their first possession of the ball game. Kick is away. It's a good kick. Fielded at around the 15-yard line. Taking over the 20 and hit hard as Joe Penna finishes off the tackle. Initial contact was made by Austin Yarnick.
Joe Penna, who is the brother of Sam, is that correct?
Yes.
And he's done a fine job this year. He's really stepped up and taken a big role in the defense. Done a good job all year for the Rams.
Yeah, Joe got some good playing time last year even. I thought had a pretty decent game with them. We played Southern Columbia, actually. Had a pretty nice
he's only a sophomore.
Game there. He's only a sophomore. That's correct.
Sophomore this year.
All right, so Somerset takes over at their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10. This will be a handoff. I think it's number 26 on the carry, Tyler Zimmerman.
He's a big force in their offense so far this year. Again, they've had a tough go of it offensively, but Tyler's been one of the offensive leaders so far this year.
Taken down after a yard gain. Looks like the quarterback, trying to catch a number, is at number 34, I think, Rowan Holmes. No, 16 is your quarterback. So that is Carson Sanner.
He's a sophomore, 5'8".
So Tyler Zimmerman took that handoff and got hit hard right off the bat. They will lose a yard.
I'm checking out the roster. Tyler Zimmerman's not very big. He's only 5'8", 165, so he's not a big kid, but you don't have to be big to be tough. I'm sure he's a tough young man.
All right, so 3rd down and a long 10. As Sanner goes back to throw. Pumps and he gets hit hard from behind. That is number 11, Brock Batchy. Welcome back, Brock Batchy. This is his first game of the year. And he comes off hard and takes down from the blind side Sanner.
But it's got to take a look up in the stands and see Mr. Batchy.
Oh, yeah.
The smiles on their face. Oh, boy.
Absolutely. Good for Brock. Great game. Great time to have him back.
I really don't expect he's going to play a lot tonight.
In fact, he is down on the field. So after making a hit, Brock Batchy is down.
They were concerned about that. They were only going to play him sparingly tonight. I talked to the coaches earlier in the week. They said they just wanted to get him back in the flow of things. They were going to play him a couple series and then pull him back out of the game.
He's back up.
We had to keep him for later on in the season when we meet the Bedfords and the Ridges.
Yep.
But hopefully it's just a minor setback right now. We hope.
All right, so he is helped off the field, putting weight on his leg, though, so that's hopefully a positive sign. Sam Penna will receive the punt. Punt is away. It's a good punt. Penna picks it up right around the 40-yard line, cuts over the 20, the 25, and the 10, and it'll be Sam Penna on the return for a touchdown. Penna picked that ball up right around the 35-yard line or so. Made a couple of moves and is into the end zone. So Richland takes the punt, coach, and immediately on the board, 36 yards. Thanks, Stone. See, Stone.
Stone's becoming our
there you go.
statistician.
Not only is our producer, but doing little stats for us now.
These kids do a great job producing this program, don't they? We just show up and put the mics on, and they do all the work. So certainly want to give them a lot of credit.
All right, Ritko on to attempt the extra point. So Richland wasting no time in this ball game so far. And Ritko will put this through. It's 14-0 here from the Eagles' nest. Richland leading with 9:23 remaining in the first quarter.
Do we have our advertisers anywhere here?
We do. We're going to read them off shortly. We have a lot to read, so we kind of have to wait for a bigger break. So probably at the end of the first quarter or a timeout. We'll go ahead and read those.
I hadn't seen the sheet anywhere. I was wondering. I don't have it memorized yet. I'm almost there, but not quite.
All right, so PJ, this is a great start for Richland, and maybe a good time as we look going ahead to rest some bodies as we go along.
I think you're going to see that a little bit more all night, but still fair and stay here. But, Betsy's knee was definitely causing some pain. But it was a nice seeing him. It's going to be a short-lived for a lot of this varsity team tonight.
Okay, so Richland 14-0 lead here from Somerset. And a beautiful night again, Fred. It is absolutely gorgeous. A little chilly, but a beautiful fall night.
Good night for homecoming. Sure they have a lot of festivities. It's going to be an extended halftime today, so get ready for that.
All right, Noah Ritko on to kick it away for Richland. And the kick is a good one again to the right side of the field. Picked up right around the 15-yard line. Good cut made by the Somerset runner and brought back to about the 30, so nice return. Trying to catch the number of the return man. So Camden Lowry, number 2, was on the return. Takes it to the 31-yard line where Somerset will take over their second possession of the game. First one didn't go so well, had a punt, and Sam Penna returned that punt for 36 yards.
Running out of a shotgun formation with 2 backs.
Yeah, heavy backfield center. We'll hand this off to number 26, Tyler Zimmerman. Zimmerman picks up about maybe about a yard to about the 33.
We have to point out, I believe most of these Somerset players are sophomores and juniors and even some freshmen.
Yeah, it's a very, very young Somerset football team. And every team's going to go through this during the stretches. Let's face it, Coach, I'm sure you went through it in high school. Certain classes come in, certain classes go, and you just got to rebuild.
Got the shotgun with 2 backs again.
All right, center to Zimmerman again. Zimmerman will be brought down for a loss all the way back to the original line of scrimmage at the 31-yard line.
What they're trying to do is send the one back up as a lead back blocker, but he has not been successful. And our front 7 or 8 guys have been very, very aggressive. So Somerset has to figure out how to cope with that somehow. Maybe a quick screen pass, a quick outside pass here or something, just to slow them down just a little bit.
All right, so 3rd and 10 upcoming for the Somerset Golden Eagles. This time center in the shotgun. Center will hand this off to the up man, and we'll gain about 4 yards to the 35-yard line. That is number 34, Rowan Holmes on the carry. And Somerset will be forced to punt. And the last punt didn't go so well, coaches. Sam Penna picked that ball up and returned it 36 yards for a score.
Yeah, a little bit of a switch up there. The lead back, who has been a blocker so far this game, suddenly became the ball carrier, but once again, was not really effective.
Low snap, punt away, low kick. This is a good kick, though. It's going to bounce. Penna will pick it up right around the 35-yard line. Cuts over the 40, makes a move at the 45, cuts it back up over the 50, the 45, and out of bounds as he crossed the 40 of Somerset. So Richland will have excellent field position. Good return again by Sam Penna.
Very intelligent young man. Did you notice how he ran out of, about to get hit, he ran out of bounds, which is very smart on his part.
See, stones all over it. 27-yard return from Sam Penna.
Looks like we're going into an empty set.
Yeah, looks like we're going empty backfield. And it is Evan McCracken who is at the quarterback position as of right now. So a little wildcat going on for Richland. Penna will go in motion here. And it is a wildcat as McCracken will keep it himself. And we'll get over the 35-yard line to about the 32.
Yeah, very simple play. You just fake the jet sweep to Sam Penna and keep the ball yourself and run it up the gut. And spread them out and run the ball.
They're going to keep that same set. And I think we may have a timeout on the field. Timeout Somerset. So yes, this is a good time to run down our sponsors. We cannot do this without you, so we want to thank you. So thank you to First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardellino Eye Care, FWF and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahako's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising. First and 10, Richland, hand off to Penna. Penna throws it up in the air, has a man, it's Austin Yarnick in the end zone, and just over the outstretched arms of Austin Yarnick.
He was pretty much wide open. A little bit of a trickery there. It caught me off guard for sure. Trying to see who the Somerset defender is right there in front of us.
It's hard to pick up the numbers. It looks like number 11, I believe. That's Eli Walls.
He did a fine job of covering, and just a little bit out of the reach of Yarnick. Nice hit, nice change-up play though.
So bring up third down and about 4. Going a little more traditional now. As Penna back into the gun, we'll hand off to McCracken. McCracken makes a cut. McCracken has the 30-yard line and will get out of bounds. Oh, he's going to be taken out of bounds. This may be a flag on the play. No, they're not going to throw a flag. He was hit a little bit hard. Out of bounds.
A little bit of extra activity out of bounds, but it wasn't bad. I think the referees did the right thing on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Evan was too happy with that. He got spun around as he was well out of bounds. But at any rate, first down, Richland. 6:45 remaining in the first quarter. Richland already leading 14-0. Evan McCracken did much of the load on the first possession for the Rams, and then it was a 36-yard punt return by Sam Penna. Fake handoff as Penna will roll out, has a man wide open on the right side. That is Luke Feitel. Luke Feitel will take it over the 15-yard line.
There was a good bit of pressure on Penna's part that time. There were 4 or 5 guys rushing him, but the problem was that left Luke Feitel wide open because no one stayed back to cover the pass. They all came. Don't know if that was a miscommunication or what happened, but it was not good defense.
All right, first down and 10 from about the 12. Wow. Penna rolls out to his left, has a man in the end zone. That is Ryan McGowan, and just cannot hold on. Good contact made by Somerset. Trying to catch the number of the defender. That was a really nice play. Broke it up.
Sam Penna was all alone. He faked to the right, rolled back to the left. We call that waggle action. And he was wide open. He could have run the ball for a touchdown if he wanted to, but he tried to get it into McGowan, and a little bit of a miscommunication there. We have a penalty. Illegal man downfield.
So illegal man downfield on the Rams. We'll push this back a little bit. Nice pass out there by Penna, but very good coverage by the Somerset defender. Hard to pick up their numbers from up here with the orange numbers. A little difficult to see.
Black uniform, all total black uniform.
Yep, we'll do our best for you with numbers for Somerset. Empty set here for Sam Penna. First down and 15 from the Somerset 16-yard line. Penna back to throw. We'll throw this one out to his left side and over the head of the intended receiver, Luke Feitel. He had Ryan McGowan wide open to the far left side.
Feitel was pretty much open as well. The ball was just overthrown. And is it fourth down now?
No, it's still second down 15.
Lots of time there.
But it's just good to see Richland. That's what we expected, coaches. A little more maybe in the pass game, a little more vertical. Penna going to have to find that comfort zone. He's throwing some nice passes. Last two just a little high over the receivers. All right, second down and 15. Penna, quick strike out to Evan McCracken on the left side. McCracken over the 10, and McCracken will walk into the end zone. It is another Richland Ram touchdown.
All speed. Quick screen to the right. A wide out screen. All you got to do is look out there and look at the matchup. If you have 3 receivers and 2 defenders, then it's a win for you. So all you got to do is get the ball there and pen it. It's not an easy pass. It's a long pass. We think of long passes being downfield, but that's from the middle of the field to the sideline. That's a pretty good heave as well.
And he put some good pace on that ball. Yep. Right in the hands of McCracken, and McCracken wasted no time and goes from 16 yards out for another Richland score. Noah Ritko will put this one through the upright, so 21-0 your score here from Somerset. Still 6:08 remaining in the first quarter. So, PJ, we kind of talked about this in the car a little bit. Good to see Sam throw some balls a little more vertical. Nice little quick hitch out to McCracken for another score.
I don't think you're going to be done seeing that yet either. I think they're going to keep on playing the rest of this first half. They got to fine-tune this passing game. Our run game is strong. You get more guys running the ball. Other than since we lost Lewis, we lost Patchy. They're going to need to pass to open that run game back up later down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to thank our students, as we talked about them a little bit. We want to thank Stone Mangus, Lanigan McCulty, and Sophia Mihai, and make our jobs so much easier. We can just come, show up, plug in, and they take care of the rest, so thanks to them.
Yeah, we certainly appreciate their help. We got a pretty nice crowd here. We were looking at our bleachers before the game, and there weren't too many people there, but I said that's probably because they want to hear your voice, Ed.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Since the sun has gone down a little bit, the crowd has picked up, and we have a pretty decent contingent from Richland here following the Rams.
All right, so it will be Ritko on to kick it away for the Rams. 6:08 time remaining in the first quarter. Richland leading 21-0. Kick is away, another good kick. This one taken right around the 15-yard line where all the kicks have gone. And good return here by Somerset. Broken away. Ritko has to make the stop. So Ritko saves a touchdown as Camden Lowry. Nice return as he gets close to midfield. And if not for Noah Ritko grabbing by the foot. So a 29-yard return. Again, our statistician now has become Stone Mangus. Not only is he producing, he's being our statistician.
He can do it all. What happened there was all the special teams guys got congregated into the middle of the field, left the outside wide open, and once he broke that first wall, there was nobody out there. So he picked up some nice yardage. Good for him. Round of applause for the young man.
Camden Lowry, only a sophomore. Nice return. Puts Somerset at the 45-yard line. Best start of the game for them. Center will hand this off and hit hard immediately by number 3, Jordan Nichols. Takes down the ball carrier, I think it's number 24, Tyler Zimmerman.
That's the young man we love to watch play, isn't it? Number 3 for Richland.
Oh, he is spectacular.
He loves to play the game. You can tell he loves the game. He's excited all the time. Big hitter. He's just having a great time of it.
All right, so Richland has the Somerset Golden Eagles 2nd and 11. Ball at the 44-yard line of Somerset. Sander in the gun. Puts the man in motion, and that is Lowry, who returned the punt, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage to the 45-yard line. So it picks up a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Jet sweep. People in front of you are supposed to block, and a couple breakdowns out in front, and it was a no gain. Well, actually a 1-yard gainer.
All right, so 3rd down and 10. Center back in the gun. Back to throw. Throws this one to the left side. It's going to be picked off as that is Sam Penna was waiting for it, and he will take it into Somerset territory to the 45-yard line. So Sam Penna having one heck of a game, a 36-yard punt return, a touchdown pass, and now a interception.
And a very smart running out of bounds again.
Yeah, take no chances.
Yeah, why get hurt tonight? Yeah, there's no need for it.
21-0 is your score. Still 4:35 remaining here in the first quarter on a beautiful night from Somerset. All right, Penna in the gun. Penna will roll out to his left. Penna looking down the field. Over the head of Ryan McGowan. A flag back on the play.
Probably going to have a hold.
Yeah, it was in the backfield, so it should be probably a hold on Richland.
I call that the obligatory hold. They have to at least call it one time per night.
It happened late in the game last week against Westmont. And that's the first hold of the game against Richland.
But it's going to happen eventually. It's obligatory. You know that word?
Yes.
Obligatory.
Yeah, we've used it the whole time I've been with you.
Oh, really? I thought I just made that up. I'm sure there was a hold there. I used to hate that penalty when I was coaching. You could go the whole game, and 2 minutes left in the game, and suddenly somebody's holding. And I'm like, you mean to tell me that no one held the whole game until now? It's not controversial, but it's difficult. The umpire is mainly the guy that calls it, and he has to keep a pretty good eye on what's going on in that interior of the line.
Brings the ball back to the 46-yard line in Richland territory. So 1st and 20. Penna going to go deep. Penna has a man. That is Ryan McGowan. He's got it. It's going to be a touchdown. Sam Penna to Ryan McGowan. 54 yards. I did that in math in my head. I did not need Stone to tell me that. How about that?
That was awesome. Great job. Great job. What a great pass. What a great grab. I mean, it was right there, on the money, and a great grab and a great run and a touchdown.
Right in stride.
PJ has to be excited about that.
Pretty excited.
Yeah, good for Ryan. A long road to recovery, and glad to have him back. Made his appearance again last week, and now making a huge impression in this game so far on a 56-yard scoring strike. 54 yards scoring strike, excuse me. Ritko will put this one up and through, so 28-0. Here now your score from Somerset. Still 4:21 remaining in the first quarter.
Sam Penna had 6 touchdown passes coming into the game tonight, so was that the first touchdown pass tonight?
He has 2 now.
2, so
he got a little pass out to Evan McCracken on the last series.
That's right, and then that deep one. So 2 different kinds of plays, too. One, the quick screen, and the other one, the deep downfield vertical pass. So we're trying to show that we can do it all, and I say it every week, but I'll say it again. It's so hard to scout Richland because and prepare for them defensively. It's just so difficult. You just don't know what's coming up next. With the quick hitch or whatever, the screen, the deep pass, the trap. It's just hard to judge what they're going to be doing next.
And all this is going to do is breed confidence. Let's face it. If Sam feels confident going back, making throws, people feel confident again, catching them. I mean, it just opens up a whole new world for them. As we've been blessed, we were talking about before, we've been blessed the last so many years, Coach, being able to have the receivers and the quarterbacks to go down the field. And this is probably the first year in a long time that really we have to work on that a little bit more than in normal years.
It's been a great run, for the last 10, 15 years. I mean, it's been more than the last 3 or 4 years. It's been longer than that.
All right, Ritko on to kick it away. Hits it about the 20-yard line, bounces, and now Lowry will pick it up, and this time he is hit immediately up the middle. First contact was made by number 63.
We had some Somerset players down. What we were talking about there, the longevity of Richland's success, Ed. It's been quite a run here. It was 4 District 6 championships in a row, and we're going for number 5 this year. But over the past 10 or 12 years, we had a real good discussion one time in the coaches' room. Who's the best quarterback we've had in the last 12 years? There's just so many of them.
There's been so many.
Everybody has a different opinion, And as a result, it was a very interesting discussion. And there's, not to take anything away from any of them, but there's been a number of really good quarterbacks over the years at Richland. And the tradition, continues with Sam Penna, but next year we're going to have to find somebody totally new.
Right. No, Ritko is probably your backup quarterback as it stands, but he's also your kicker. So we'll see how that shakes out. And actually, we may see that tonight, Freddie.
When's the last time you saw a quarterback kicker? I can think of one. Not in high school even.
Yeah.
Pro.
In the pros.
How about George Blanda?
George Blanda, yes, going way back.
He was a quarterback. I'm old, man.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback. Wasn't he a quarterback?
He was a quarterback, yes. All right, so Stone just handed me an interesting stat here. Is Richland has 179 yards from scrimmage in the first 7 minutes and 45 seconds of this ball game already. So pretty tremendous. Hopefully this young man from Somerset is okay. He's still down on the ground, helmet off.
All you would-be statisticians maybe have just lost the job. I don't know. Sounds like
well, he's the first one that stepped up. We've been asking for a statistician to join us for the past couple years. Nobody has stepped up. So
we have somebody down. You want me to read the ads?
I think he's being helped off the field right now. I think that's number 23, I believe, Colton Beener, and not putting any weight on his legs. So hopefully that young man will be okay.
It's getting a little dark in here. I can't read my notes anymore.
Yeah, I may have to hit a light pretty soon. Beautiful facilities here, though, at Somerset. We have a great booth here.
I'm even sitting down tonight for a change. It feels good.
Yeah, Freddie's relaxing. 28-0 your score here from the Eagles' Nest. 4:15 remaining in the first quarter. 1st and 10 coming up for Somerset. Sanner in the gun, and Sanner will keep it. He's getting a lot of pressure. They're trying to set up the screenplay, and Declan Piscatello was bringing some heat, along with, of course, number 3, I believe, Jordan Nichols. No, that's number 14, Ethan Box.
There's going to be a lot of young men get on the field tonight. I can see that. You know, the basic rule in the Laurel Highlands is the first half anything goes. You know, it's you play your game in the first half. If it gets out of control, second half is when you try to back off a little bit and maybe play a lot of different players. But in the Laurel Highlands, all the years I've been involved in it, that's been the basic rule.
All right, Sanner back to throw again. Has him in. That's Lowry. A little slant play, and Lowry picks it up. Brought down by number 24, Cody Yeager.
When all else fails, you go to the quick slant. Did you know that, Ed?
Absolutely. That's a great play. It was a nice pass, and Somerset will pick up its first down of the ball game with 3:47 and counting remaining in the first quarter. Hey, we have some lights on now. It's good to see. That is number 34, the up man.
Wow.
Rowan Holmes on the carry.
Is that you? Stone's at work. He's an electrician now, too.
He's amazing. I tell you what.
He's got it all. He's an electrician, a statistician, a producer.
2-yard gain to the 36-yard line now of Somerset.
First down.
They had a first down on the last play, so this is the second. Yeah, off that little slant gave them the first down.
I thought they were a little short, but okay.
So Sanner again will throw a quick one out to his left. And Somerset will come close to another first down, a couple yards short. So Sanner is trying to get a little something going here, a little rhythm.
I like to give Somerset a lot of credit here. You know, they're down quickly, and they're trying to fight their way back. So there's a little bit of fight left in that dog out there, Ed.
Yep, Tyler Zimmerman was on the end of that reception. So 3rd down and 2, ball at the 42-yard line of Somerset. Oh, and they might have run a freeze play. Richland bit, I believe. So Richland will go offsides. It will give Somerset another first down.
I'm not sure that was an intentional freeze, but whatever it was, it did work.
Yeah, I think Brady Hollis jumped. So Somerset 2 first downs on this drive.
Brady Hollis, what grade's he in, buddy?
I'm not sure. He wasn't on our original list.
That's what I'm trying to
find. I did get an updated...
I gave you one tonight.
Yeah, I got an updated one, so we'll see if because he wasn't on the original one from the beginning of the year. He is a freshman. So another run up the middle here by Somerset.
So the fact that we're putting freshmen in the game already.
Well, he's actually been playing pretty much all season long.
I know.
Big kid, yeah.
I know which one he is now. Okay.
So a short gain by Rowan Holmes. Brings the ball to about the 49-yard line of Somerset. 2nd down and 8. Clock running at 1:57 in the first quarter. Richland leading 21-0. Sanner again, another quick throw up to his right this time. And it's broken away. This is going to be a touchdown for Somerset. They will go into the end zone. So nice little pass by Sanner. I believe it was Austin DeWitt, number 36 on the reception.
Got to give them a lot of credit on that. They
Absolutely.
Sucked it up. I mean, they did.
Sander,
The Somerset fans are pretty much excited right now.
yeah, Sander found a little bit of rhythm on that drive. Made some nice passes. That one, a quick one out to his right. He found his man DeWitt, and DeWitt right along the right sideline broke a tackle and able to get into the end zone. So 28-6 now, pending the extra point.
I think they had 12 men in the huddle there, but they're not going to call it.
All right, the kick is up, and I believe it's blocked. Logan Baker on the attempt, but 28-6 now, your score with 1:45 remaining in the first quarter.
Nice rally by the Eagles.
Absolutely.
You know, it'd be very easy to just be discouraged and say, you know, it's over. Let's get ready for the homecoming dance. But they're not ready. I said it earlier. There's a little bit of fight left in the dog here yet. So let's give them some credit where credit is due. And good job, Somerset. We probably don't have time to read the announcements now.
We're almost down to the first quarter, so we'll go ahead and read those again. We'll run down those sponsors. Again, we can't thank them enough. And there's still time to get on board. We're only at week 5 of the season, still another 5 weeks of the regular season to go, plus the playoffs. So if you're interested and want to be a sponsor on the broadcast, please get a hold of PJ McGowan. I see PJ is talking to Graydon Lewis on the sideline there. What a big loss for the Rams this year, Graydon. Shame was his senior season. But that young man is going to go far.
I know he's not supposed to be putting weight on his bad leg.
He's got the crutches, and he had surgery, I believe, last Monday.
Are you guys noticing I was talking to Mr. Lewis here?
I did. We just mentioned that.
We were talking about the ins and outs of him, Ryan, and Brock Batchy, the 3 guys that have had serious leg injuries the past 2 years, and you know, he's got a big future ahead of him. I'm hoping we get to see him play up at Red Flash at State College here with some of the other local towns. So we'll see. I know that's what he's gearing to.
Very good. Yeah, he's a very special young man. He's going to go far. Wish him all the luck in the world. All right, so Somerset going to kick it away. Still 1:45 remaining in the first quarter. Your score, Richland 28, Somerset 6.
Back to Graydon very quickly. A lot of teams are looking at him on defense. You know, we know what a fine offensive player he is, but there were a lot of teams considering defensive, you know, his defensive abilities, and they wanted him for that position.
Good kick away. Going to be picked up by Yarnick, I believe, right around the 15-yard line. Yarnick has the 20. Makes the cut around the 30, 35, the 40, picking his way close to the 45-yard line. Brought down at about the 43, so Richland will take over. Good field position here. So a 26-yard return. Again, Stone Mangus is just on it.
He's quick. I can't
Tell
do
you
it.
what.
Somerset has a little bit more spring in their step, don't they?
Yes, they do. A little bit of momentum. They had a really nice drive that last one, to put points on the board.
Sometimes the hardest games to get ready for are the ones where the other team doesn't have a win yet, because you know that eventually they're going to be due. It's going to happen. So you don't want it to be you.
Referees do not want the drone flying tonight.
Oh, there's a drone flying around. They're going to stop that drone. By 1st and 10, Richland. Pistol formation here. Handoff to McCracken. McCracken goes over the left side as the 45-yard line. Over the 50 now. So into Somerset territory, brought out of bounds.
What a great block by Austin Yarnick. I actually think that McCracken should have cut up inside the block. He kept coming toward the sideline. He could have actually cut behind Yarnick. Yarnick did a really good job of blocking.
But a 10-yard pickup by McCracken to pick up another Richland first down. Somerset has not stopped Richland all night long. So back to the pistol formation. 1:11 now remaining and counting here in the first quarter. Ethan Box in motion to the left. Penna fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. Going to pick up Ethan Box, picks it off his shoe tops, and gets over the Somerset 40-yard line. Just short of another first down for Richland. And I want to say a quick happy birthday, belated birthday to Janice Daly. Her son John was part of the refereeing crew last week at Westmont.
Speaking of that, we have one of his fellow referees down here tonight. He said to say hi.
Awesome. All right, so 2nd down and 1 for Richland. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line of Somerset. Penna fakes the handoff again. Ryan McGowan will pick it up on a swing pass. Has enough for the first down as he gets close to the 30-yard line.
Nice little juke. Picked up some extra yardage.
So to put the ball at about the 31-yard line now of Somerset.
That's going to pretty much take care of the
and that will
quarter.
end the first quarter of play here from Somerset. Richland leading 28-6. Coach, it is your turn to run down. Yeah, sure, why not? Run down the sponsors.
I have to be very careful. I'm being evaluated by PJ. I know I am. Okay, our sponsors tonight. We certainly want to thank First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Song Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF, an Erie insurance provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Behalco's General Contracting Incorporated, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ash Brothers Landscaping Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising. Thank you all very much.
Whammo.
Very good
Thanks,
job.
buddy.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 Richland. Penna going to throw this out to Ethan Box. Ethan Box makes a cut and stiff arms the man as he gets over the 20-yard line. So in that first quarter, Richland had 213 yards of offense, Somerset 72. So thanks again to Stone Mangus. 28-6 is your score here, and Richland on the move again as Ethan Box took it to the 15-yard line of Somerset. 1st down and 10.
You know, you're going to have to give Stone a raise now. You know that, don't you?
I said he can have my salary. That's fine. In fact, he can have double my salary.
He's going to demand a raise, or he's going to walk.
Pay attention here.
All right, so we have number 3 in the ball game in the backfield. Jordan Nichols going Wildcat here with Evan McCracken. He's going to pitch out to Austin Yarnick, who will go wide left. Yarnick over the 10-yard line.
Giving these young guys the ball a lot tonight is going to certainly build up their confidence for the future.
Absolutely.
You only stay a sophomore for so long, and then all of a sudden the season's halfway over and you're now close to being a junior, and then you are a junior. So you grow up quick on the football field.
11:27 remaining here in the second quarter. Richland leading 28-6. They have a 2nd and 4 at the Somerset 9-yard line. And it looks like they're going to stick with that same setup as Penna is lined up as a wide receiver. Evan McCracken is your quarterback. Jordan Nichols in the backfield. They're going to put Ritko in motion. They're going to pitch out to Ritko. Ritko's going to throw. Ritko pitches, throws out to Sam Penna. Penna trying to shoulder people as he gets down to about the 1. Going to spot it at about the 2-yard line. So another more trickeration there by the Rams.
Is that a look into the future with Noah quarterbacking maybe? Perhaps.
I think that is your backup quarterback.
Well, let's worry about next year. How about it?
Yeah, we may see that tonight is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we
Coaches,
might.
we're up 28-6. Richland knocking on the door again. Has a 1st and goal from the 3, they're going to call it. I think it's a short 3. Probably closer to the 2-yard line. Going heavy backfield now as Sam Penna will go back into the gun with McCracken and Nichols. And fake handoff. And we're going to throw this for another touchdown. That is going to be number 3, Jordan Nichols, on the receiving end of a 3-yard pass from Sam Penna. It's going to be, that's good. Wasn't sure if there's a flag on the play. There was not. So Richland finds pay dirt again. This time Jordan Nichols, 3-yard pass from Sam Penna.
We talked about getting Nichols the ball many more times because as the season wears on, he's going to have to carry some of the load. Carrying the ball, receiving the ball, so that's certainly going to build up his confidence. And I'm very happy for the young man. We always talked about how much he loves to play the game, and I'm sure he's excited right now.
All right, Rico on to attempt the extra point.
Someone was late bringing out the tee. That was always a hassle. Where's the tee? Where's the tee?
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And Rico will put this one through. So the score now 35-6 from Somerset with 10:17 remaining in the second quarter. And we'll see if Somerset can build on a little of what they did well on offense on the last possession. They went down and Sander found a little rhythm throwing the ball, and they were able to find the end zone.
Yeah, the nice thing about that touchdown drive they had, that always gives the coach now, when they're watching film, you like to see some positive things. You don't want to just see negative stuff, saying you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have done this. Why did you do that? Whatever. You don't want to be negative, so that gives the coach a chance to say, see, it does work. What we're trying to teach you guys will work. This is probably one of the best teams in the World Highlands. You drove down the field and scored a touchdown, so it does work. So that, as a coach, it makes you feel like, whew, boy, am I glad that happened.
Yeah, without question. And I'm pretty impressed so far with Camden Lowry. Has done a very nice job for Somerset returning the ball and had a big reception earlier in the game for their first down. And it looks like Declan Piscatella is going to be on to kick it away now for Richland. Declan's got a pretty big leg.
This is the Ronnie Hobbs special team extravaganza. Ronnie does a really good job coaching the special teams. They have a lot of good coaches at Richland. I think I know that's the reason for our success was the coaching staff.
All right, Piscatello going to put this one high. Picked up right around the 20-yard line on the run. That is Lowry, who takes it to the 40-yard line. So good return by Lowry, about a 20-yard return. 21. There you go. So Stone's corrected me. I said 20. He said 21. All right, so Somerset will take over 1st and 10 from their own 40. They trail here 35-6. 10:08 remaining here in the second quarter. It is homecoming, so there will be an extended halftime. Sander will hand off to Larry on the jet sweep. There's a flag already on the play, and Zach Hancock makes initial contact and then brought down by about 5 Ram players. But there was a flag thrown immediately.
Huh. It happened so quick, I can't imagine what happened.
Yeah, he had just gotten the ball on the jet sweep, and the flag came out in the backfield.
Could be a hold. I'm thinking it might be a hold.
Just waiting for the call.
I hope all of our fans at home are enjoying the broadcast tonight. It's certainly a beautiful night here. They might be sitting on the porch listening to it on the radio. Well, I guess you can't.
Maybe a little too cold. It's an illegal shift on Somerset.
You can't listen to it on the radio anyhow, can you?
What's that?
Listening to it on the radio, that's not what it is.
No, you listen to it on the internet now.
That shows how old-fashioned I am. I'm thinking radio. Transistor radio. Whatever happened to the transistor radio?
All right, so 2nd down for Somerset. This is
nice.
The up back here, number 34, still on his feet as he crosses the 50-yard line. So Somerset getting a little bit of life. Rowan Holmes able to pick up a Somerset 1st down in the Richland territory.
That was the up back.
Yes.
I didn't see it clearly, but it could have been a little inside trap there to spring that. Sprung it for big yards. Good for them.
Ball at the 48-yard line of Richland. So Sander will go back into the gun. Holmes is the running back in the backfield. Sander going to quickly throw this out to his right. Has a man who goes up and gets it. Nice reception. Nice throw. Nice reception.
See what happens when you have a little bit of success. Success, as they always say, what?
Breeds success. Yes.
And now they're a little bit excited.
Number 11, Eli Walls was on the reception. He went up and got that ball. Ethan Box was in coverage. So 2nd down and 1. Ball at the 39-yard line of Richland. Sander back to throw again. Sander quickly out to his right again on a little slant. Ball knocked away. Good coverage here. Ryan McGowan knocked that ball away, looking for Walls again.
2nd and 1 is usually a good time to go deep, but I don't think he has enough time to go deep. The pass rush is just too overwhelming. Those quick passes are going to have to be what he does, I think, most of the night.
Yeah, little slant plays are there. He's already thrown one for a big first down and one for a touchdown. 3rd down and 1, and Richland jumps off sides again. So Somerset doing something right, maybe on a little bit of a freeze, Coach, or is just Richland just getting a little too over-aggressive?
I think that's just excitement on Richland's part. You know, he knows this is my chance to do it. I'm going to rush. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get the quarterback, and then just jumps a little bit too quick. Not saying somebody might not have twitched a little bit, but he was certainly in the backfield in a hurry.
Yep, 2 offsides penalties on the Rams. Down 8:41 remaining in the second quarter. Somerset on the move, though. They trail here 35-6. The little quick slant plays are working for Somerset right now. And this time, Sanders going to keep it. He gets hit as he got over the 30-yard line.
They're moving the ball nice. You know, another key reason this is such a good drive is they're keeping Richland off the field.
For sure.
I mean, you know, is that 2:58? If they score here, it's going to be interesting.
All right, so Sander takes that one down. Central is leading Chestnut Ridge 19-0 at the end of the first quarter. So that's a game we were keeping an eye on. 2nd down and 3 for Somerset.
Did you say Ridge was leading Central?
Central's leading Ridge, I believe. 19-0. Sander quickly out to his left. There was maybe a little miscommunication there. I think he was looking for Camden Lowry.
Tried that quick slant again to no avail.
Yeah, Lowry had already made the cut in.
Got to give a big shout out to the fire department. They checked in there. Listed Heffelfinger's Garage Pub.
You're saying Hef? You're kind of broken up there. I want to make sure Hef gets that.
Bob Heffelfinger.
Yeah, Bob Heffelfinger.
On the Richland Street. I don't know what it is on this side of the field. That's better.
Yeah, I got you now. All right, 2nd timeout called by Somerset, I believe. So we're at 7:56 remaining in the second quarter. It's going to be a 3rd down and 3, ball at the Richland 27-yard line. We'll again run down the sponsors again while we have a moment. Thank you to First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Pachione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, First Team Advertising, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laura Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward D. Messing up my own name. Dr. Edward L. T. Martino, DMD, wow. And Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc. Thank you to one and all. So 3rd down and 3 upcoming for Somerset. Sander back to throw, getting a heavy rush. They're trying to set up the screenplay. It was caught, but Easton Robertson will take the ball carrier down. That was Lowry, I believe.
Easton certainly read that all the way. I mean, what they're trying to do is let the line rush and then throw the ball right over top the linemen's heads. But sometimes you have to make it look, you can't let them rush quite so quickly. You got to make it look like you're trying to block them at least.
3-yard loss on the play, going to bring up 4th down and 6. Lowry would go in motion. It's a pitch to the up man, and this time he is taken down well short of a first down. That is big number 34, Rowan Holmes. So Somerset will turn the ball over on downs. Pretty nice drive there, Coach. Just kind of stalled on Somerset.
Yeah, that would have been rather significant if they would have put the ball in the end zone, because going in at halftime, it'd be a very positive move. Right now, what's that say, 7-17?
7:17 remaining in the second quarter. Richland leading 35-6. Somerset has not stopped Richland yet tonight. Ethan Choi now will check into the game as a wide receiver to the wide right for Richland. Penna will have a man. That is McGowan as he crossed the field to about the 35-yard line. So a 5-yard pickup. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Some interesting scores right now.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you here real quick.
All right, sounds good. PJ the man on the spot. 2nd down and 5, Richland. 3 wide receivers to the left. Fake the handoff, throw out to McGowan again. McGowan over the 35-yard line makes a move, and we'll have the 40-yard line. You should have enough for a Richland Ram 1st down.
All right, guys. Bedford's over Central Cambria, 13 to late in the season right now. Here's the interesting. Forest Hills 21 over McGirt 0. You hear me?
Forest Hills winning 14 to nothing.
That's correct.
Over
Orlando's beat 7 to nothing late in the 2nd.
Okay, there you go.
You called that one.
All right, 1st down and 10. This is Jordan Nichols, who is barreling his way over the 45-yard line to about the 46. So Jordan Nichols seeing some nice time on offense. Already has a touchdown reception in this football game.
I'd like to see him run the ball a little bit more. I mean, they're going to need that as the year goes on. Give McCracken a little bit of a break. And,
yeah, they are. McCracken out of the game right now, which is nice. Jordan Nichols in. It gives Evan a nice breather.
And it gives Nichols some experience that he needs on offense.
Clock ticking down.
We're using the clock. We're trying to use as much of the clock as we can.
Yeah, clock kicking down. 5:53 remaining before halftime. Richland at their own 46-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Penna going to roll out to his right. Penna looks. Penna has a man. That is Austin Yarnick into Somerset territory. Dragged down from behind. But not before he got to the 22-yard line of Somerset. 29 yards on the reception. Stone Mangus all over this. This is great.
This could be trouble, though. I keep telling you. You know that. This could be trouble. Stone's going to be demanding power.
1st and 10. Penna rolls out to his left this time. Now turns. Now keep rolling out to his left. Throws across his body. Has a man in the end zone. That is Austin Yarnick for another Richland touchdown. There's a flag on the play.
Very
it was in
late.
a secondary.
Very late flag.
This could be an illegal man downfield, as some of the offensive linemen were up. We'll see. It could be a defensive holding. It was thrown in the secondary. Penna did a good job of stringing that play out, enough to find Austin Yarnick in the left corner of the end zone.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to run. He runs to the sideline. It looks like he's going to run. He brings the defenders to him. He brings them up toward him. Then he just lobs the ball over the top of their head for a touchdown.
Yeah, they're going to call that an illegal man downfield on the Rams. So 35 yards of penalties called on the Rams tonight.
We have a clock stop timeout to Somerset.
So Somerset will use their 3rd timeout. So when we come back, Richland will have a 1st and 15 with 5:26 remaining on the clock in the half. Ball at the 27-yard line of Somerset.
Coach Urban wants to make sure that everybody's on the same page here. This would be a big stop for Somerset, and if they get the ball back and score, it's going to make a tremendous difference in the momentum of this game.
And obviously it's going to take 4 downs, yeah.
Yeah, a game that we thought was going to be out of control, all of a sudden has become interesting. Yeah, again, you don't underestimate anyone, do you, Ed?
Absolutely not. Can't take anybody lightly. I'm going to change PJ's battery here.
PJ needs a battery.
Yeah, I'm going to change the batteries out in his set here. Hopefully I don't drop it on anybody from Somerset here. Hard to get him out of this little thing. All right, so 1st down and 15. It will remain with Nichols in the backfield, and Nichols will take the handoff. Nichols over the 20-yard line, the 10, and Nichols jumps for the end zone, and he's got it. A 27-yard touchdown run for Jordan Nichols.
After all that good defense, Somerset was starting to show a little bit of sign of some good stuff. Just a wide open hole and right up the middle, and nobody even touched him until he got into the end zone. Good job. Good job by Nichols.
Just what you wanted to see, Coach, was to see a little bit of Jordan Nichols in the backfield, and he just barreled his way.
It's going to give him so much confidence going into the future.
He has no problem hitting anyone. He lowered his shoulder, banged a couple of guys, and dove for the end zone. Rico puts this one up and good, so 42-6 now, your score from Somerset with 5:17 remaining in the second quarter. Jordan Nichols finding a lot of momentum here from the running back position.
Once again, they're going to need that. It's a long year, Ed. You know that we played 10 games, and we have at least 6 more games to get to states.
Yep.
So that's a long season. I mean, the NFL plays how many games? 17.
They play 17 now.
You know, to get to where we want to be, you have to play 16. So it's a grind. We know what a grind it can be. It's fun for us, but it's certainly a grind for those people on the field. You know, as the season goes on, then you can start tapering your practices as well. You don't have to practice like you did early in the season, hitting every day and, you know, making sure they're in physical shape, because they are in shape. They do hit every day, but they don't hit with the extent that they used to. So it's a different season when we get closer to playoff times. And here we are talking about playoffs already. I
know. Well, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Everybody gets, we all get caught up into it. And 302 yards now from scrimmage for Richland, and still 5:17 remaining here in the second quarter. So, PJ, change the batteries. We'll see if you sound better now. If this thing is on or not, we'll try this again. All right, PJ, can you hear me now?
I got you now.
There you go, brother.
I think a little bit of the issue.
All right, so good to have PJ back. Rico on to kick this away. Ball bounces, picked up at about the 20-yard line. Good gang tackle made there by Richland. 3 Richland Ram players all around the football. So number 18, Ethan Choi, in on that tackle.
Who's the penalty against, do you know?
I don't know. Flag came out, and we're looking. We'll check the penalty here in a sec.
I was watching the sparkling pom-poms that the cheerleaders have down there. I did not see the penalty. It has to be, it's a hold.
Holding on Somerset.
Almost has to be on kick return, either a hold or a block from behind, one or the other. There's not much else that can happen.
So this will come back a bit. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So Somerset going to start this drive deep in their own territory.
That's a big penalty when they take it from the spot of the foul. Huge penalty. How's PJ doing there with him?
PJ sounded good last time.
Right.
All right, first down and 10 Somerset. Handoff up the middle. And that is number 34, Rowan Holmes on the carry. Holmes will take it to the 15-yard line. So about a 2-yard gain, going to bring up second down and 8.
Still fighting. Give them credit. They're still fighting.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be no quit in the Somerset club.
No.
Very young team. Central now winning 19-7 over Chestnut Ridge. We're halfway through the second quarter in that ball game. Handoff again. Holmes tries the right side. And he's dragging a few Richland players close to the 20-yard line. So about a 5-yard pickup. They'll spot him short of the 20. They'll put it at the 19-yard line. Third down and 4 upcoming for Somerset. Down to 4:17 and counting before halftime. Richland leading 42-6. Sander back in the gun. Holmes is your running back. Sander going to pitch it out to Holmes. Holmes tries to get to the left side and brought down by number 3, Jordan Nichols. Tracked him down and brought him down.
That's his job to protect that corner. You don't let him turn the corner. And he does a very good job with that.
Yep, and he lost yards.
Yep.
All the way back to the 16-yard line. So Somerset going to be forced to punt.
That's a big responsibility when you're in charge of the corner, the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got to make sure nobody gets outside. That's a big job.
Nobody back deep for Richland. Snap is high. Good job by the punter, but he gets off a really wobbly punt, and it'll go out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line in Somerset territory. Richland will take over at about the 39.
We were pretty much in position. It looked like we could have possibly blocked that.
Yeah,
punt.
it was a high step. He did a great job bringing that punt down and getting it away. So it ended up being a 34-yard punt.
Our guys did a great job avoiding him as well. I mean, they be foolish to take a penalty at that point.
Yep. All right, so first down and 10, Richland. Empty backfield for Penna. 4 wide receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Ryan McGowan is the lone wide receiver on the right. Penna going to look left. Penna getting some heat. Penna sprints out to the left. Penna going to keep it now. And Penna will go over the 30-yard line. Close to Richland first down.
I was watching McGowan because I thought sure he was a single coverage guy.
Yeah, they had the bunch formation on the left, right?
Yeah, he did a nice hitch and go. He ran a hitch and then took off down the field, so he was wide open. There's no question. One-on-one, he's going to beat that young man over there every time.
You definitely come back to that play. Second down and 1. Ball at the 30-yard line of Somerset. Jude McGarrett now will check into the ball game as Ethan Box comes out. I believe that's still Jordan Nichols in the backfield. Penna going to throw. Penna has a man. It's McGowan. McGowan to about the 20-yard line. Stiff arms. And gets to about the 18.
First down.
Nice little stiff arm by Ryan McGowan. They'll spot the ball at about the 19. So first down, Richland.
Little bit of movement there, shaking and baking, as they call it.
Yep, shake and bacon and a little stiff arm.
Yep.
First and 10. 2:02 and counting here before halftime. Richland leading 42-6. Penna back to throw. Throws over the middle, just over the hands of Austin Yarnick.
Straight
Eli Walls in coverage for Somerset.
Straight drop back by Sam.
So second down and 10 upcoming now. Easton Robertson now will check into the game as Jordan Nichols will check out.
We're going to have to get our statistician to figure out how many yards Sam has thrown for tonight. I'm curious to know. He's got it.
He says he'll figure that out. Okay.
I'm sure he will.
Okay. McGowan in motion to the left. Penna going to roll out to the left. Penna still rolling. Penna now going to keep it over the 15-yard line. Will step out of bounds shy of the 10.
I'm just curious how close he is to his 1,000 yards. He's a good ways off to going into tonight's game. He had 626 yards passing. So he's still got a ways to go yet. But he might actually get that tonight. You never know. If he plays in the second half at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're 42-6 is your score. Richland knocking on the door again. Third down and 3 from the 12-yard line of Somerset.
2:05 passing tonight.
There you go.
So if you add 626 and 2:05, you get 831. How about that for quickness, huh?
There you go. I like it.
Sharp. I'm keen.
Good job.
What a keen mind.
Third down and 3. It will be Jordan Nichols who goes up the gut. Jordan Nichols will pound his way in for another Richland Ram touchdown. Jordan Nichols, his third touchdown of the night. 1 by the air and 2 on the ground.
1 if by land and 2 if by sea, right?
There you go.
It's the opposite, 2 by land and 1 by the air. Good job, Jordan.
All right, and Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So Noah Ritko, perfect on the night, puts the score at 49-6. 1:37 remaining before halftime. Will be in the running clock as we get to the second half.
I guess that's probably going to happen unless Somerset scores right now, which they possibly could. I mean, let's face it, they've been moving the ball a little bit more this second quarter than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, last two drives were nice. First one ended up in a touchdown. Last one stalled as it got around the 19-yard line or so of the Rams.
When's Richland's homecoming? It's got to be coming
October
up soon.
7th. When Bedford is in town is Richland's homecoming. That's what used to be in my day. It was always Bedford was our homecoming game.
We talk about Sam being our leading passer, our leading receivers are Yarnick and McCracken. And they've certainly added to their stats tonight for sure.
All right, so Ritko will be on to kick it away for Richland. Beautiful night with the windows open here in Somerset. Great press box area. And Ritko puts this one up in the air. Ball fielded at about the 21-yard line by Lowry. Lowry still moving the pile. Lowry shakes a tackle. Lowry over the 45-yard line. Brought down shy of the 50.
Lowry is not going to give up. What a tough young man he is.
Very impressed by Lowry tonight.
Wow, what a tough youngster.
So number 88, Dugan Chase, was on the tackle.
Is that Grady's boy?
Yes, that is Grady and Michelle's son.
Yeah. Grady was one of my guys, as you probably are aware.
I do.
I like Grady. He's a good guy.
All right, first down and 10, ball at the 49-yard line of Somerset. As Sander will stay in the gun. Holmes is the backer. They'll hand off to Holmes. Holmes picks his way over the 50. Holmes taking some bodies. He's over the 35-yard line, close to the 30. So Rowan Holmes having a nice game here tonight for Somerset. Easton Robertson giving credit for the tackle. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line now. First and 10. Somerset down to 1:08 and counting before halftime. 49-6 is your score here, Richland. Sander puts the ball on the ground. He was looking to hand off to Holmes and lost his grip on it. And good for him because you know who was coming. Jordan Nichols. So Berlin is leading 14-0 over Winburn.
Oh, that's a big game.
Winburn has scored at least 50 points in all 4 games this year. So, yeah, that's the one PJ was talking about. We were talking about it in the car a little bit. And I thought Berlin would give them certainly a test. And that is paying off to be true.
Playing in the new Winburn Stadium. I'm sure they have a gigantic crowd there tonight.
Winbur's homecoming.
Yeah, Winbur's homecoming. That's right.
Be fireworks tomorrow night. You'll be able to see them from your house, PJ.
So, big loss on the play for Somerset. Jordan Nichols came in and made the tackle. Second down and 19, but down to 5 seconds, and the clock's going to run out in the half. So that is halftime. Your score here, Richland 49, the Somerset Golden Eagles 6. We'll run down the sponsors real quick before we take a break. It is homecoming tonight here in Somerset, so it's going to be a little bit of an extension during the halftime. So, Coach, you want to run down these again?
I guess I will.
There you go.
I figured it out finally. I got it right. I want to thank these guys. They're doing a great job for us, and we certainly appreciate their sponsorship. First Summit Bank, Best Windows, Chan Soon Song Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mihalko's General Contracting Incorporated, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ash Brothers Landscaping Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, First Team Advertising. Again, thank all of you. We appreciate your support and hope you're enjoying the game tonight on the Richland Radio Network.
Yeah, we're the Richland Rams Football Network.
We're Football Network.
So Richland with 337 first half yardage. So Richland racking it up, and really we talked about it in the car. A couple of things going vertical. We had a big long pass to Ryan McGowan, 54 yards right down the seam. And we talked about getting number 3, Jordan Nichols, involved in the offense, and he has 3 touchdowns tonight, Coach.
Yeah, it's working out like we kind of thought it would, and Coach Bailey and his staff getting a chance to play a lot of young men tonight, get a lot of experience on the field in a big game, and we'll see how that turns out in the future. It's got to be helpful though. It can't hurt to have these young kids ready to go if they're needed. So let's we're swinging into the playoff season here. We got to keep going, keep playing hard. Sometimes I think some people thought we weren't going to be as good this year. You hear that going around the community. Well, they lost this guy, they lost that guy, they lost this guy, they lost that guy. But you know what? We're undefeated.
Yeah.
And we're in first place. How about being in first place in the state of Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Not just District 6, but the state of Pennsylvania. So our program is now recognized across the state as one of the finest programs there is, and I'm very proud to be part of it still after all these years.
Absolutely. So we'll go ahead and step aside as the Richland Band is on the field. We're going to take a break. Again, this is Somerset's homecoming. Going to be a little bit longer than usual halftime here. So your score here, 49-6. Richland leading the Somerset Golden Eagles. You are listening to the Richland Rams Football Network. Hey, welcome back to Somerset. Very nice homecoming court, huh?
Yeah, it was a very nice ceremony. A lot of people here from Somerset. A lot of fans showed up to see the homecoming halftime activities. There was a parade prior to the game, brought the kids down here. Probably be fireworks later on tonight. So it's just been an exciting weekend for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, we thought the parade was for us. We came in with all those people. I thought there was a Fred Yandy fan club as we came in along the drive. But
I never thought that. When's our homecoming, by the way?
October 7th is our game. I'm sure the 8th is probably the night of the dance for the kids, but October 7th is the homecoming.
Well, we're going to be away at Johnstown next week, and then we'll be home.
And it'll be homecoming. Yep. It'll be homecoming against Bedford.
So keep that on your calendars. Mark it down if it's a nice night. Even if it's not a nice night, come on and support the kids. Get ready for the second half kickoff here. Richland will be kicking to the Golden Eagles. The score at halftime is... what is the score?
49-6.
49-6.
Richland leading. Rico will be on to kick it away. I assume we'll be seeing a lot of the JV team in for the Rams as we will be in the running clock for the second half. Ritko puts this kick. Picked up just right around the 21-yard line by Somerset. Up the middle goes the ball carrier. Taken to about the 40-yard line.
Very nice return.
Taken down by number 63 for Richland. That was Austin Blau.
Oh, I always told our guys it takes a lot of courage to return kicks because you got to run. You can't run east and west. You got to run north and south. And to put yourself in that position, it takes some courage. So give that young man a lot of credit. Nice return.
Yeah, guys, there's a whole handful of starting Rams that are dressed to play right now.
Okay, a little pass out for Somerset. Caught and brought out to close to midfield. Number 34.
Giving you the first down.
Rowan Holmes having a nice game. He's only a sophomore, 6'2", 195 pounds. Takes us into Richland territory over midfield. There is a flag in the play. It's going to be a face mask on Richland, so we'll tack on another 15.
So a good start for the Golden Eagles, and it's going to be basically turning into a JV game, I believe, Ed. Seriously, it is.
It could be.
We probably play them JV. We already played them in JV. I'm not sure how that works anymore. I think we play after the varsity game.
All right, carried up the middle on first down and 10. It was only a 5-yard face mask.
And we had a nice scrum in the middle of the field there.
Yeah, Holmes getting a lot of the action here. And they'll take it to the 40-yard line. We'll bring up second down and about 5. Ball at the 40-yard line, need to get to the 35. In Richland territory, as Sander in the gun. Sander will hand us on the jet sweep. And it is taken along the sideline, breaking some tackles over the 15, the 10. Tackled at about inside the 5-yard line. So a 42-yard run, actually off the catch. Camden Lowry is having a nice game here himself.
Nice hard run.
Brought down by number 45, Joe McEnany.
With all these younger guys playing, it's going to give the JV coach, an opportunity to show some film and correct a lot of mistakes they're probably making.
Clock down at 10:14 remaining in the third quarter. Sander will keep it himself, and he will find the end zone. Eludes a tackle of Zach Hancock at the goal line. So Somerset goes on the board once again and makes the score 49-12, pending the extra point.
Sometimes those long halftimes put you to sleep, and that was a long halftime.
Yeah, I want to say great job by the Richland band, though. We're up here listening to them. They did a fantastic job. Not big in numbers, but they sounded really good, Fred.
Who's the band director?
Jared Canistrese.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Give him a lot of nice kick.
Kick is up and good for Somerset. The first one got blocked. That one is good from Logan Baker. So 49-13 now your score with 10:08 remaining here in the third quarter. So nice opening drive by Somerset.
Yeah, if that is a lot of JV players playing on the field right now, there's no excuse. I'm sure Coach Ripple is not happy with, defensive coordinator Coach Ripple is not happy with what's going on the field right now. So he's time, straighten these guys out, it's a good teaching experience for the coach to be able to talk to these kids that don't get to play varsity football a lot and straighten them out and make sure they're doing the right stuff.
Sure, you'll have a nice huddle with them along the sidelines.
There's a big difference between JV on Monday and Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely a different feeling. So Richland will look to answer.
That was a good movie, I think. Friday Night Lights.
I tell you, that was a great TV show as well. Great movie with Billy Bob Thornton, and also just a great series. Was actually one of my favorite shows. Was Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, the book is excellent. If anyone's interested in high school football, Texas high school football.
I think the guy that movie was based on just passed away not too long ago. Billy Bob Thornton's character, the person in real life, passed away a few weeks ago.
Having a prolonged huddle on the Richland sideline over there. I don't think coach is real happy. Or they're trying to organize a kickoff return team, one or the other.
All right, so Richland will break the huddle and come out. Somerset will be kicking it away. Logan Baker and Austin Yarnick, and trying to catch the other number of the return man, Noah Ritko. We'll be back deep for the Rams. And the kick is away. It'll bounce in front of Ritko. Ritko picks up at about the 9-yard line. Makes the move, cuts over the 20-yard line, shakes a tackle, gets over the 25-yard line. Good return by Noah Ritko. Little pushing and shoving there. Dugan Chase getting into it with one of the Somerset players.
These young guys are feeling their oats.
Evan DeBono.
I used to love it when I coached special teams with Brandon, and at this point in the game he would say, get together a team of guys that haven't played much tonight. Just get a kickoff team together. How do you do that, Coach? He said, do it. Just do it. I don't care how you do it. Just do it.
All right, so I believe this is still Sam Penna in at quarterback, and offsides on Somerset. They were way offsides. So that's the first offsides penalty on Somerset. Brings up a 1st and 5, Richland. Ball we move to the 31-yard line.
Our guys always look toward the sideline to see what coach is calling for. They start out looking straight ahead, then they look to the sideline. That little motion of looking to the sideline, I'm pretty sure is what drew them offsides.
Easton Robertson in the backfield with Sam Penna. 9:32 and counting here in the third quarter. We're in a running clock. Penna throws this one out to the right side. That is Austin Yarnick. Austin Yarnick shakes the first tackle, gets to about the 35-yard line, about a yard short of the first down. Bring up 2nd down and 1.
Austin Yarnick had 188 yards total receptions coming into the game tonight. I understand he had a big game out at Central.
He looked great against Central. He really did. That was just a great high school football game in general.
Great win for the Rams.
Penna back into the gun. Penna going to hand this off. This is Easton Robertson. Easton Robertson will make it back to about the line of scrimmage. Will come a yard short of the first down. Bring up 3rd down and 1. Clock down to 8:39 and counting. 49-13 your score. Richland leading over the Somerset Golden Eagles. So Richland has not punted yet tonight, have not been stopped yet tonight. And Penna will keep it themselves. Has the 1st down and more as he gets over the 40-yard line, the 45, the 50. Caught from behind as he got over the 45-yard line of Somerset. Taken down at about the 41-yard line. 1st down and 10 Rams.
Nice run, faked the dive, and then he kept the ball himself, and that's a play that we've run with a lot of success.
23-yard run from Penna on 3rd and 1.
I'm just rethinking the first half. We did not see a lot of McCracken in the first half either, did we?
No, we got he's getting a good chance to rest.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
Easton Robertson on the carry. Stiff arms, but grabbed by the shoulder, brought down about the 40. There's a flag on the play. This may be a face mask on Somerset. Everybody tugging at Easton Robertson. Did a good stiff arm at first. And then grabbed by the shirt.
Easton did have some yardage prior to tonight's game. Not much, but he did have a little bit of action earlier in the year.
Easton, a good wrestler as well. Personal foul, face mask on Richland. So it's going to be a 15-yard face mask on Richland. It's a personal foul.
Is that when he stiff-armed, maybe?
I guess. Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to push into the face as an offensive player. You just can't grab the face mask.
Okay, Mr. Referee, let's go. You know, sometimes I end up watching the officials more than the game. It's interesting.
We need more officials.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
Yeah, there's
the youngsters out there, college kids especially, looking for a good part-time job.
First down and long now for the Rams. They throw out at his Dugan Chase, I believe. That's the 88. It could be 89. Trying to catch a number here.
It is an 89.
89. Okay, 89 on the reception. That is Gladen Hale. And he'll pick up a nice chunk of yards.
Hale.
Makes it second down and 13.
That would be his first reception of the year.
So 7-yard gain. Ball at the 44-yard line of Somerset. Penna back to throw.
Screen.
Yep, this is going to be a screen play. Set up. It is picked up by Easton Robertson. Easton over the 40-yard line, the 35, the 30. He's still keeping his feet moving as he gets close to the 25-yard line. Nice job on his screenplay, Easton Robertson.
I'll tell you, that happened right in front of us, right on the Golden Eagle there.
18-yard pickup. Hey, Stone Magus is all over this.
That was run to perfection, that screen. For a JV team that doesn't practice it a whole lot, I'm sure they don't practice it a lot. That was really a nice play. I'm very happy for those guys.
Clock down to 6:14 and counting here in the third quarter. Richland leading 49-13. They have a first down and 10 at the Somerset 26-yard line. Easton Robertson will now go to the right of Penna. It will be Easton Robertson. Goes up the middle, cuts back to the right as he gets over the 25-yard line.
I think the varsity ran a screen earlier in the game, didn't they?
We did.
Wasn't as nice as the JV screen. The JV screen was a lot nicer.
Second down and 8. Penna back to throw. Penna looking left. Penna looking for the end zone. Has Jude McGarrett. McGarrett brings it in. It's a touchdown. Richland Rams.
Wow, first touchdown of the year
so
for
Jude McGarrett.
You'll remember that one.
24-yard pass from Penna. And we had some stats in the first half. We're going to thank Stone Mangus for doing this as well. So Sam Penna in the first half threw for 208 yards, 4 touchdowns. He ran for 63 yards. He had a punt return for a touchdown, a 63-yard punt return. Ryan McGowan had 75 yards and a TD. Jordan Nichols had 45 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns. And Richland had 357 yards of total offense in the first half.
Good job, buddy.
Fake on the conversion, and not sure how Richland ran that play. I'm not sure if it was a botched snap, but anyway, it's going to be a 2-point conversion as they threw to Cody Yeager in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. PJ, was that a planned?
No,
I didn't think so.
No, Pierce coach would have rather seen him throw that ball away too.
Okay. All right, so Richland goes up, answers the score, and goes up 57 now to 13 over the Somerset Golden Eagles.
Good drive for the JVs. I'm going to call them the JVs, although it is a varsity game. I shouldn't say that. Yeah. Varsity team.
Yeah, Easton Robertson factored in a lot on that drive. Carried the ball a couple times for a couple yards, but the big play was a little screen play,
which I declared to be the nicest screen I've seen all year.
I'm trying to catch us. Stone's trying to feed me some stats. 2 carries. 21 yards. There we go.
You guys are used to sign language.
I'm not very good at sign language, and I certainly can't read lips. I'm really horrible at it. We want to thank Stone, though. He's been a great statistician as well as a producer. Thanks to Stone Mangus, Lanigan McCulty, and Sophia Mihai, our student producers here, doing a great job. They help us out tremendously.
I think we owe kudos to the school for letting them do this, and you actually get credit for it, right, Stone? They get credit for doing it, and I'm sure it's going to become a popular item before it's all over.
Plus, they get to hang out with us.
They get, yeah. Well, how much nicer is it?
Which is even nicer, right?
Yeah, perfect. Stone, I think, does basketball in the winter, don't you?
He does. Stone's fantastic. I've been up in a booth with him before when it was COVID times, and I had to go up into the upper part of the things, not on the court. I got to hang out with Stone, and Stone does a tremendous job. Rico on to kick it away. Kicks this one, picked up at about the 15-yard line. I believe this is Lowry, who's having a nice game for Somerset. On the return, takes it to about the 30-yard line. This time, better job coverage there by the Rams.
Now, I'm sure Coach Ripple is going to want to see a little bit better defense. Don't want to hear any excuses. Well, we're second team. It doesn't matter. He demands perfection, and he's pretty much getting it. They have a great coaching staff at Richland. If you look at the list of coaches, I don't know some of them. They're new, but they do a great job. And if you ever go to a Richland practice someday, you would be impressed to see how organized they are.
Down to about 5 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Richland up big 57-13. Center going to hand this one off to Lowry on the sweep. Lowry over the 40-yard line, stiffs arm, 45. Gets taken down short of the 50 by Noah Ritko. And it looks like they will give him the 50-yard line, so ball out to midfield.
Coach Bailey's done a great job putting his staff together, and his career statistics at Richland are pretty impressive. He's been around it's hard to believe he's been around for 21 years.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It doesn't seem possible, but that's what it is, 21 years.
First down and 10 from the 50 for Somerset. Center going to hand this one off. We have not seen number 26, Tyler Zimmerman, in a while. He gets his first carry in a long while and picks up a couple yards to about the 48.
He's been one of the go-to guys for Somerset this year, and let's keep in mind this team is going to improve. They're going to get better as time goes on. They had a tough beginning with the teams they had to play early, and they're going to get better and better as the year goes on. They have a good coaching staff as well.
Center, quick throw out.
There's a push in the back right in front of us.
To the right side, that was number 11, Eli Walls, brought down by Magera after a very short gain.
Did you see that push in the back?
I did. Yeah, I just staged the game, though. Yeah, they're going to.
No harm, no foul.
Right. So pick up of maybe about a half a yard. Going to bring third down in a short 7. And the problems on the snap, Coach. I think Santa are able to jump back on it. He'll bring up fourth down. But it's a loss of 2 on the play.
Timing is everything. When you get these JV kids out there, sometimes you get kids who haven't played together much all year, so the timing isn't there. But they're hanging in there, doing a good job.
All right, Center.
This moving clock is really moving, isn't it?
Yep. Center back into the gun. And Richland jumps off again for the third time tonight. Richland jumps off sides. So we'll turn a 4th and 10 into a 4th and 5.
That will not make Coach Bailey
60
happy.
penalty yards on Richland tonight. It's so weird for me to see another number 45 out there.
Yeah.
My son wore that number for the last 4 years, and very, very strange. I think Joe McEnany is the young man who's wearing that number now. So 4th down and 5 for Somerset. Sander going to throw this quickly out to the left side of the field, and is McEnany who brings down the ball carrier. It'll be enough for a first down out to the 40-yard line.
That was a nice pass.
It was a nice pass. He's throwing a nice ball tonight.
One of those long passes toward the bench. Talked about that earlier. You think of the deep pass downfield, but when you're throwing from a hash mark the whole way across the field, that's a pretty good toss for a young man to make.
All right, first down and 10, Somerset. Ball at the Richland 40-yard line. Sander going to throw it this time deep on the right side. Has a man, but good coverage broken up by number 19, Jude McGarrah. They were looking for Eli Walls.
That was a very nice play defensively. Very nice. He was right with him stride for stride. Did not interfere.
No, turned his head around, got the hands up, and knocked the ball away.
Very nice. Very nice play.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. We're down to 1:35 and counting here in the third quarter. So Somerset has their first team out there against the JV of Richland. Sander hands this one off. That is number 34, Rowan Holmes, who's having a big night, I think, for Somerset. He's a big boy. He's getting listed at 6'2", 195, sophomore.
You can't overstate how much this means to these young kids to get on the field on a Friday night.
For sure.
I remember my first experience on the field. It was pretty impressive. I still remember it, so it must be pretty impressive.
All right, 3rd down and 8. Sander quickly throws out to his right, has Walls. Walls makes a move and brought down. First contact made there by Dugan Chase. And then taken down by number 89, Gladen Hale. I had my experience on Friday nights on the field too. It was just I was a member of the band. That's all.
Yeah, well, you remember it though.
Oh yeah, gosh, yeah, it was so much fun. Although back then Richland did not have lights, so most of my time at Richland, all my time at Richland's field was during the day. 4th down and 4. Clock down to 14 seconds before the end of the third quarter. Trying to get Richland to jump. They won't. Quick pass out to number 34, Rowan Holmes, who has enough for the first down as he gets over the 25-yard line to about the 23. So those little quick strike passes are working for Somerset. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Richland leading here 57-13. We'll thank our sponsors again.
You got it.
Thank you to, you got the last one. I'll take this one.
Did.
So thank you to First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chansoon Chong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardellino Eye Care, FWF and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising.
Hey guys, I got a little exciting news for you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great.
You guys, we don't talk much anymore, it seems.
You can join it anytime.
Southern Columbia is losing to Danville 34-14 deep in the third quarter right now.
Oh, wow. Southern Columbia already with a loss on the year. Have plummeted all the way down to 6th in the state and now losing again tonight.
And we're number 1. We'll take it too. I want to give a shout out to Scott Hudson. I don't know if he's listening tonight or not, but he sent me a message last week when we were on the air, and I didn't get it. But he's somewhere over there in the Far East or wherever he is.
He's in Thailand, is he not?
Thailand somewhere. I certainly appreciate hearing from you, Scott. We all do, and wish you good health and wish the best for you. PJ heard from Sean Callahan tonight too, I believe.
That's awesome.
So it's nice to hear from the old players and all the alumni. And any of you who are listening, it's proud to be a Ram, that's for sure.
All right, just underway here in the third quarter. First play went for a couple yards. All right. Pass out by center. Out on the right side, Eli Walls, brought down at about the 5-yard line. And we have a Richland player down on the field.
He's going to get up and shake it off. He's tough.
11:27 remaining in the ball game. Richland leading 57-13. Yeah, he's up. He seems to be okay. Trying to catch a number of the young man. All right, so first and goal, first and goal, Somerset. Ball at about the 3-yard line. Sander going to hand this off again. Who else but Holmes, who will go in the end zone for another Somerset touchdown.
Rowan Holmes is a sophomore, running back, linebacker, 6'2", 195 pounds. So he's a load. He's a big sophomore. He'll be around for a couple more years, making some noise in the Laurel Highlands.
Right, it is Logan Baker on to attempt the extra point. 1 of 2 on the night. Had the first one blocked and made the second one. High snap. And Megara from behind will bring down the Somerset player. So the conversion is not good. 57-19 now your score. Berlin still leading Wimber 14-0 midway through the third quarter. So a very good game down there at Wimber Stadium, but a lot of unhappy Rambler fans so far.
I'm sure it's a packed house, and it's going to be a fun game to be at, but I like being at I like our kids.
Yeah, tomorrow there's a big game being played at Westmont.
How about that? Saturday afternoon after all the time getting lights, they're playing.
Yeah. Westmont, Penn Cambria.
I heard more about that. It's called a retro. They want to go back like in time, and it's a retro game. And it's a homecoming for Westmont as well.
Yeah, and I may head to that game. I'm still thinking about it. Price Field, I've not seen it since the renovations were done. Heck, last year, if you remember correctly, where we had a broadcast from, we were in the library on the far side of the field. That was.
When we write the book, that's going to be one of the chapters in the book.
And we called the game from that vantage point, and thank God for P.J. McGowan, because if not for P.J., I don't think we would have ever gotten anything right in that game. We couldn't see the clock, nothing.
That doesn't mean I'm on the way. You guys always pay me great gratitudes at the end of the game, right before we leave.
We always pay you big gratitudes, always.
You're the Emmy Award winner, not us.
He is. He's the winning member of this crew.
That's
We
right.
got to get better equipment so I can get back. This will be the only year I might not get nominated since I got a bum mic.
Yeah, but you are powering through it, which gives you big points.
This new fashion I'm wearing tonight, this Richland Football Network jacket.
They're fantastic. Waterproof. They look gorgeous. Kick is away. Picked up by number 24, Cody Yeager. And he will take it over the 30-yard line to about the 32. Richland takes over first and 10. Again, 57-19 your score with 11-17 remaining in the ball game.
We were talking about this Rowan Holmes young man who's a sophomore being around for a couple of years. It's certainly going to be a different Laurel Highlands next year, isn't it, Ed? I mean,
yep.
There are all kinds of new teams coming in. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great to be able to call some games at places like Bellefonte, Lock Haven.
What's the number of teams coming in, Fred?
The exact number, I don't know. I know, but there's a lot of them from up north there. Clearfield, DuBois, all that area up in that area.
All right. Ritko will hand this off, and that's a big gainer. So Ritko in is your quarterback now, and trying to catch the number of the running back as number
56.
56 on the carry. So that is Hayden Lucas. 14-yard gain by Hayden Lucas. He is listed as a defensive tackle and a guard, and gets the carry and goes for 14 yards. So Noah Ritko in the game as your quarterback now. Ball at the 45-yard line of Richland. Hayden Lucas gets the call again. Lucas to about midfield before he's hit and brought down.
They might have to give that boy a new number.
Yeah. Very rare do you see a 56 carrying the football. He's running hard. 14-yard carry and now a 5-yard carry. So doing math in my head, that's 19 yards on 2 carries, Coach. That's pretty good for me.
Well, he can't catch a pass, that's for sure. We know that with the number he has on.
Second down and 5. Ritko throws this out to Cody Yeager. Cody Yeager gets over the 50 to about the 49-yard line. About a yard gain. Brought down there by number 26, Tyler Zimmerman.
Getting back to that new Laurel Highlands, it's going to be what I've heard it referred to as a big boy league because there's going to be a lot of big teams in it, and we're going to be one of them. So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds next season.
You're going to enjoy those road trips, too. It's one thing I really enjoy. We get to hang out
I like the road trips.
On the road trips, get to hang out in the car and talk and have a good time.
Get a good meal somewhere, and we're here.
All right, 3rd down and 5 upcoming. Handoff again to Hayden Lucas. This time he is brought down immediately. Big number 77 there for Somerset. Grabbed Lucas and took him down for no gain. That is Carson Hawkard. So being 4th down and 5, Richland not going to punt the ball away, obviously. They have not had a punt all night tonight. Hayden Lucas stays in at the running back. Down to 8:37 remaining in the ball game. It is Rutko calls his own number. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. So Richland will turn over the ball on downs. It's the first time they've been stopped all night long. Your score, though, Richland leading 57-19 over the Somerset Golden Eagles. I think Somerset's still keeping their first team players in. They do.
I'm not sure what the scores of the previous games have been, but this has to be one of their highest scoring efforts so far this year.
Yeah,
I enjoy watching these young guys play. Our young guys play. They're so aggressive. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing, but they're still very aggressive doing something. Doesn't necessarily the right thing, but it's aggressive.
All right, so 1st down and 10. Ball at midfield. Quick pass out there. And brought down quickly by number 45, Joe McEnany. Pass was out to Holmes as Sander threw another quick one out to the right. That time snuffed out pretty quickly. That's a 4-yard loss. McEnany did a really good job there, Coach, as he held up the bigger Holmes and waited for a couple reinforcements to help bring him down. Sander back in the gun, looking to throw. Sander going deep on the right side, and that will go out of bounds over the head.
Isn't that a nice arm?
Good coverage there. I think that's number 18. Ethan Choi was in coverage. They were looking for Eli Walls.
Somerset does have 40 people on their roster. They have a 40-member, which is, if they're trying to bring this program back, that's a good start.
I was going to say, we walked in, we saw them warming up and stretching, and they looked like they had a pretty sizable team, which is good.
Most of them are not seniors. Most of them are young guys. So
3rd down and 14 upcoming. This is a little jet sweep here. And that is number 2. That is Camden Lowry, who's going to take it all the way to the house on the jet sweep. So Camden Lowry takes it 52 yards for a score on 3rd down and 14.
Camden is a sophomore himself. He's 5'10", 170 pounds. So they got some big kids in the younger grades.
Yeah, and he's been impressive tonight as well. But again, they're doing this against the second, the second and third string players for the Richland Rams.
You kind of want to get everybody in the game if you're, Somerset. I would think you'd want to give these young kids a chance to play.
Yeah, they have not. They have kept their starters out the whole entire time.
Well, I'm not going to make any comment on it.
Putting some points on the board, yeah, but it makes them feel good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's going to give them confidence as well. It's going to breed confidence for them, and that's what they want going. I guess that's what they want going forward for them.
You said it more politely than I did.
Yeah. And Baker has this one blocked again, so second block of the night on an extra point. 57-25, your score here with 6:59 remaining in the game.
What's the chances for an onside kick? Probably none, huh?
I would say nil.
0-0?
Yeah, I'm going to go 0 on that.
Nil, that's a soccer term.
That is.
I never knew that until about 2 years ago.
I've always tried to watch like the World Cup.
I like to watch it.
But it's still hard for me to watch. It's just such a slow. I mean,
it seems slow to us. It's certainly
people love soccer. I get that. I have tried to get into soccer and watching it, and it's just not for me to watch.
Well, the Europeans certainly get into it.
Oh, they love it. I know. They absolutely love it. But a high-scoring game is 1-0, and I just don't get that.
I'm still trying to figure out how you call offsides.
All you got to do is run behind the defender, which makes no sense to me. If you're fast enough to get behind the defender, how can you call that offsides? And that's what it is. Yes, you cannot go behind the deepest defender on the team, otherwise it's offsides. And to me, if you're fast enough to do so,
No, soccer does have some merit there. Andy Capp plays soccer.
Yeah, and the stoppage time. I don't understand the stoppage
No,
time.
I don't
How do they figure out how many minutes to tack on? But
Doesn't Andy Capp play soccer?
I think he does. Yeah. All right, there's kick is away.
Oh,
Off the hands of Yeager. Yeager will pick it up and go out of bounds shy of the 30-yard line. So Richland will take over first and 10. Again, 57-25, your score here from Somerset. Richland leading, 6:56 remaining in the ball game. No Ritko on his
Final on Bedford and CC, 21-0.
All right, so Bedford.
what's the Homer Center score, PJ?
That's way down the list here. Hold on. 13-7.
Go Wildcats.
13-7 in the fourth.
All right, there you go.
Go Wildcats.
All right, we have a new running back in the ball game for Richland. This is number 35, Braden Nepper. No Ritko in the gun. Will hand this. No, he'll keep it himself as he pushes close to the 35-yard line. He'll give him the 34. So about a 5-yard gain. Going to bring up second down and 5. This is probably the first year I've actually needed these papers to tell me what numbers people are.
The program.
Yeah. And the last, I knew the players so well, and now with a turnover this year.
You're talking about our kids.
Yeah, our players. Yeah, I've usually never needed it. And,
No.
a lot of new players, a lot of new faces.
You were real close to that senior class last year.
Yep, in the pistol formation. Nice throw by Ritko. First down to about the 45-yard line. Pass was hauled in by number 89, Gladen Hale. 21-yard pickup, 12-yard pickup. There you go. First down and 10, Richland down to 5:23 in the ball game. Nepper will stay in as your running back. Ritko hands off to Nepper. Nepper brought down from behind after about a 3-yard gain to about the 48-yard line.
When you do good things, sometimes they give you little stars to put on your helmet. So these kids tonight that are playing and don't have too many stars are going to certainly add to their collection tonight.
On empty backfield here now for Ritko. Second down and 7. Number 22, Jordan Hipp, now comes into the ball game. He's the receiver to the far right. Ritko back to pass. Oh, off the hands of the intended receiver, number 84. That was
that my phone?
Gunnar Higgins.
Phone.
Going to bring up third down and 7. Nepper checks back in into running back. He'll go to the right of Ritko. Ritko hands this off to Nepper. Nepper will have enough for the first down as he gets over the 45-yard line. Ball taken to the 44-yard line of Somerset. And we have an injured Somerset player down.
Yeah, these kids that are playing for some of them maybe not the first time. We had a couple other routes this year, but it's impressive that they know all the formations. They know there's a lot to know. And everybody on the team seems you don't see people scrambling around trying to figure out where they belong. They just break and go to where they belong, and it's like they are well trained.
Yeah, absolutely. Couple very impressive athletes here for Somerset. Okay, so 14 different offensive players have touched the ball tonight for the Rams. That's pretty impressive as well. Talk about getting players involved in a game.
I'm impressed that he knows that.
Yeah, I know. Stone's feeding us with Major information. This is awesome.
He's going to be the man behind the scenes.
I'm going to have to work with him on hand signals and stuff like that so I know what he's saying.
There's a lot of famous people who work behind the scenes.
Yes.
Everybody wants to know who they are. Who is that man?
Is that a new quarterback into the game? I think it's Arison McCulty, number 1 now. And that is Nepper. Ball is out. I think you're calling him down. I think that's a good call. I think he was already down. Takes the ball to the 39-yard line. 41-yard line. Go to the 41. No, his knee was down, so. Did they call that a fumble? No, I think they didn't. No, that was not a fumble. They were calling the player down.
They just put over the PA. There was a fumble, didn't they?
Yeah, they were screaming. The fans are going nuts, but Richland still has the ball. 2nd down and 8 from the 41-yard line of Somerset. Arison McCulty is your quarterback. Hayden Lucas will be your running back. And Somerset fans getting a chuckle now.
They're scratching their heads.
All right, McCulty hands off to Lucas. Lucas, now he's stripped of the ball, but Lucas jumps on it, so Richland will maintain possession. Ball comes back to the 49-yard line.
A little extracurricular activity on the other side.
Yeah. There's been a little pushing and shoving here going on.
Yeah, it's time to roll, boys.
Yep, I agree. All right, 57-25, your score with a minute 53 remaining. Richland leading. Number 16, Callahan Bradley now checks into the game, along with number 12, Finnegan Bradley. Pistol formation now. McCulty keeps it, rolls out, has a man and dropped. He wanted to run with the ball. Gladen Hale wanted to get it and go and forgot the ball. So fall incomplete, bring up 4th down and 16. Down to minute 8 and counting here in the ball game. Fourth down, 16. McCulty fakes the handoff, throws again. Hale again, he will lose the ball, and we'll turn it over on downs. So Somerset will take over with 48 seconds remaining in the ball game. 57-25 your score.
They ran that play 2 times, and it was wide open on both occasions.
Yep.
Waggle to the fake to the right, waggle back to the left. Just 2 drop balls.
All right, ball at the 49-yard line of Somerset. They'll take over on downs. First team still out there for Somerset.
They might as well leave him in now. I mean, it's too late to put.
I think they're just going to take a knee here, as it almost looks like not quite Westmont's formation, but pretty darn close. They'll just take the knee and they'll run the timeout in the game. So Richland's going to take this one 57-25 over the Somerset Golden Eagles on a game which featured a lot of offense by the Richland Rams, and things that we discussed in the car came to fruition pretty much, Coach. We saw the vertical passing game, and we saw a lot of Jordan Nichols with the ball on offense.
And I think we got out of here without any major injuries, which is a good thing. We have more notes here from Stone.
All right, so Richland will end the game with 471 yards from the line of scrimmage and 8 touchdowns. So good night of offense by the Richland Rams.
And once again, we got away with no major injuries. That was the main thing also.
Yeah, we have to hope Joe Penn is okay. He went in for some x-rays on his wrist, hoping he's okay.
Well, we talked about that earlier. That's something you can play with, unless it's severely damaged. You can always wrap it up.
Yeah, wrist he should be able to wrap up, but he can even play with a little cast on it and still play.
As long as they foam it up for him.
Yeah, so...
That's a good thing. It doesn't matter what team you play, what their record is, where they're from. how young they are, how big they are, you're always going to get bumps and bruises because this team plays so hard, and that's something we have to deal with this year, especially with Southern Columbia going down tonight. Other big games, we got to get healthy and stay healthy here. We could have a good run.
Yeah, I agree with you, PJ, 100%. But I think this game was big for Richland in terms of things they wanted to do offensively that they haven't been able to do in the first few weeks of the season, and getting a little more confidence as they go forward.
Well, next week, Richland fans will be at Trojan Stadium, downtown Johnstown, to play the Trojans.
And
they've had a rough go of it for a while, too. They have a new coaching staff down there, including Iver Verhosik, who was a Richland line coach. He did go down to his alma mater, Johnstown, to try to save the program, which I'm sure he's doing a great job. They want to bring that program back, so we don't take anybody lightly. They're having a rough year, but once again, you don't take anybody lightly. Anything can happen on any given night.
Yep, you take nothing for granted. You got to work for everything. And again, Richland's going to want to come out in that game and do what they did tonight, Fred. And that's pretty much score early, score often, and then you can rest some of your players. That's going to be the game plan going into Johnstown. No let up in the first half. Get as many points as you can on the board, and then you can rest some people, because there's a big game coming up the week after that with Bedford coming into town.
Got a tough stretch coming ahead with Bedford, Pencambria, and Chestnut Ridge. We had a tough first three games. We're going to have a tough last three of the last four games are going to be very, very tough. I'm not sure who the last Central Cambria. Perhaps.
Central Cambria will be the last game. It'll be at home.
That's good. I like our field better.
At the end of October. I love our field. Absolutely.
Everybody likes to be at home.
All right, we're just waiting for Coach Bailey to break the huddle. If you have not stuck around and heard PJ's interviews with Brendan Bailey, you're in for a treat. Make sure you stick around. That'll be coming up soon. Thank you again to Stone Mangus, to Lanigan McCulty, and to Sophia Mihai for doing all our production, and for Stone for giving us a lot of the stats tonight. That was fantastic. Fred's going to run down the sponsors one more time.
Yeah, we have a chance here while Coach is talking to the kids to thank our sponsors one more time. First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chansoon Song Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF, and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan, Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Good Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahelco's General Contracting Incorporated, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising. So I read through this group.
Very, very nice. You did a great job.
We know so many of these people. It's nice to live in a small town.
We do.
Where you know these people. We want you to support them, and we certainly appreciate their support, and they deserve our support as well.
And remember,
hey guys, I'm standing down here with somebody you might want to hear from.
There you go. We have Coach Bailey. So PJ,
winning coach Bailey, taking his team to 5-0 down here in Somerset. Give us a little recap of your night, Coach.
Yeah, we got out on them fast, and we were able to score a bunch of points and get a lot of guys involved. Unfortunately, we had different guys get banged up. Hopefully, some of those guys can get back soon. But it was a unique evening where a lot of different guys had to play a role in it.
Yeah, that's what I got to see too. I mean, listen, obviously my experience with my boy, I just get a sick feeling in my stomach. I see any of these guys go down, but I can see the look in their face. They're going to be back. We're going to be all right. Some big things happening around the Lower Highlands tonight too. A lot of teams playing a lot closer. Central took it to Chestnut Ridge. Bedford just past CC. Looked like a close game. One thing you might be interested in is Danville's taking it to Southern Columbia right now. So, let's get them healthy. Let's take a good run here, Coach. But I won't be seeing you next week in this beautiful new Richland Football Network jacket. So I'm going to be out in. I'm going to be doing some Christmas shopping for you out in New Mexico. Are you a liver and onion man, or are you a steak guy?
Oh, absolutely steak.
Okay, I'm a steak guy too. So we'll see what's left over if I get lucky out there. But if I can bring you something back. But again, a great showing tonight. Love seeing all those young players get worked in on the field, play dividends down the run, and bring home a win for me next week. How's that?
That's the plan.
All right, guys, back to you. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, PJ. So on a night we saw a lot of different ball carriers. 14 Rams carried the football tonight, and just a big victory here at Somerset on Somerset's homecoming. And Coach, your final thoughts of the night?
It was a good game. A good learning experience for many, many kids. As PJ said, those bumps and bruises are going to heal up quickly. And I think we're poised for a fantastic run here at the end of the season. Looking forward to being here with you and PJ and seeing us into the playoffs. So halfway through, we're almost there, buddy.
That's amazing. All right, so here from Somerset, on behalf of PJ McGowan, Coach Fred Yanity, I'm Ed DiMartino saying good night. We'll see you all again next week as Richland takes this one big over the Somerset Golden Eagles and goes to 5-0.